welcome to Krystalle's Corner. I'm in Deb's kitchen again, turning into one of my favorite places to play.
It's great.
Yeah. Now we're doing coconut kefir. Coconuts. We'll require 2 to 3 coconuts. Our outcome is to have enough water to fill this mason jar. So it's probably going to be 2, but you never know exactly what's in a coconut. So a large pot to warm your water, and your kefir starter, your culture starters. That's pretty much the ingredients. The equipment, pots and equipment.
Pot?
Yeah, the pot. A strainer, because once you get into the coconut and pour the water, there might be some little bits of fiber or something. Right. It's nice to strain those out. That's perfect.
And I've been looking at this.
Yeah.
Who's using this?
I'm going to use it one, and you're going to do one.
Alrighty then.
Yes. I'll show you how to get into these with this.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll notice on the ingredients list, it says something, or the equipment list, it says something about cleaver, cutting board, pot, and your Amazon warrioress aura.
That's right. I did see that. I brought that with me today.
Blood transfusion. Kefir is fermented coconut water. So the coconut water has naturally occurring sugars, and when you culture young coconut water, you're actually consuming all those sugars as the probiotic bacteria feed off of the sugars. You have a highly mineralized probiotic beverage. When we're born as a young baby, we actually have a leaky gut. That means we don't have our healthy lining and probiotic colonies. That happens through breastfeeding. And the first 3 to 7 days of breastfeeding from the mother to her child, the mother is releasing colostrum. And what that does is it comes into the young infant's GI tract, and it exercises the infant's immune system, developing a healthy mucosal lining. And it's that healthy bed of mucus that the probiotics will come into and implant in modern society. A lot of our children aren't breastfed. A lot of us are eating too much bread, pasta, rice, sugar, flour, coffee, alcohol, processed foods. And what that does is it makes the GI tract very unhealthy, very toxic, and we start getting very unhealthy mucus and very thick, phlegmy conditions in our GI tract. So bringing young coconut kefir into our lifestyle brings in a healthy bed of mucus, and it also assists in purifying and releasing the toxic mucus, the phlegmy, sticky condition that a standard American diet will create. So kefir from coconut water is an amazingly healing food because of all these properties.
These are called young Thai coconuts. They look like little houses. Asian markets are a great place to buy them if you have an Asian market. Usually Asian markets have them for a more reasonable price. If you go to Whole Foods and buy by the case, which is 9 coconuts, you get a 10% savings. So when you go to the produce department, they're usually in a refrigerated section. The way to know if you have a good coconut is you turn it over, you look at the bottom, and if the bottom is white, especially like this one,
that's nice.
You have a really good coconut. If the bottom looks just a little questionable, like maybe it's dark, feel it. See how this is pretty firm? Yes. Pretty firm. There's right in the middle. It's just a little soft, but other than that, it's really firm. So this is still a good coconut. If your bottom of your coconut is pink, like this, and really soft like this, that's a coconut that's no longer with us. Right. Now, getting into your coconut.
That's the question.
That's the question. All right. There's a few very simple steps to do this. I have a fun little video online too. So first I'm going to shave a little roof off the house.
You are?
Yeah, I'm going to shave the roof off. So you just cut into it. At an angle, because what's in here is a little pointed, the nut has a little point to it. Oh, yep, it does. So see, it looks like a little slope, a little point, and then, once I get down to the actual nut, you can see it's kind of brown. It's a little bit brown.
Yep.
It's pretty hard.
Yep. How are we going to get in there?
Hello.
Hello, anyone in there?
So, the way to get in here, you take the corner of your knife. If you have a chef knife, you just use the corner.
Okay.
You have this really cool thing. It's somewhere in between a cleaver and a knife. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tap around. Solid, solid. You will feel a spot that seems just a little more hollow than the rest. And if not, you just whack into it anyway. All right?
Okay.
So you just go whack. You get your corner in, and then in an ideal situation, you just twist.
Oh, it's working. Look.
And it comes up.
Oh my gosh.
Now this one didn't come up all the way, so I'm just going to scoot over to the edge a little bit more. Give another twist until it comes all the way up. Okay, and then I have this very gently because there's water in here.
Right.
Pull.
Okay. Easy. Yeah, you made it look easy. Wait till they see me do it.
Well, takes, it's nice to have a little practice.
Oh.
I mean, you just take your water and pour it in through your strainer.
There's a lot in that one.
Yeah. And then from your strainer, actually, pour it into your pot. Into your pot. There you go. And now we repeat with our next coconut. Put this here. Now, when you buy coconuts, make sure you store them in your refrigerator. And after you're finished, when you pour the water out, put this back in your refrigerator. And we're going to come back in a few days and make coconut yogurt with the meat. So we can actually do something with all the parts of the coconut.
Great.
Okay, so it's possible this may be a pink coconut inside, because sometimes if they're really soft like this, let's see.
Oh no, it just needed confidence.
You gotta get in with the corner,
right,
and then
pry.
So, this is a great one.
This is a good one.
Very good. Yay!
Great.
Awesome. So we have the water from 3 coconuts. And now this part of our process is very similar to when we did cultured veggies. So the cultures, the probiotics, feed on sugar. Coconut water is electrolytes, minerals, and sugar. It actually has a decent amount of sugar in it. So we don't have to add honey to this or anything. It has all the sugar these little guys require. Yep. So I just heated the coconut water up. I'm heating it only to skin temperature, which is, we're heating it up to 92 degrees. If you choose to use a thermometer, it's 92 degrees. I know just by testing with my finger because it's slightly cool. It's just slightly cool to the touch. It's right around almost exactly skin temperature. So I turned the heat off now at this point. I'm going to put our cultures in, our probiotics. And stir. Thank y'all. So the probiotics are just going to be very, very happy in here. They have plenty to eat, plenty to feed on. By the time this is finished culturing, there won't be any sugar left. The bacteria is actually going to eat up all the sugar and use it as fuel. All right, so we're going to transfer the warmed coconut water with probiotics into a jar. I have it in a big pot, so I'm just going to pour into a measuring cup that has a nice lip that'll be easy to pour from. So into the measuring cup. Yay!
We might need another jar.
Yeah, we might.
Well, that's all right.
And then into our jar.
Did we tell them that we had put boiling water in that jar first?
I did. I did not. I didn't tell them, and yes, that's what we did. So we sterilized the jar first just by pouring boiling water into it and rinsing it out.
We sterilized the lid and the jar.
The lid and the jar.
So.
All right, our final ingredient for our kefir is pH cell balancing minerals. We're just going to add some minerals to the kefir. This will help it be even more hearty, nutritious, and delicious. I put about 10 drops in. So you can either use pH cell balance or you can use the superionic fulvic minerals or superionic minerals with fulvic acid. All right, lid on. And then now to ferment. It's 9:30-ish a.m. You'll leave this on the counter in just kind of a little darker place. Maybe you just wrap it with a towel. And it'll sit in a room temperature place for your first batch for about 24 hours. So tomorrow morning, first thing when you get up, it'll be ready.
Oh, great. That's fast.
It is. That's why I love it.
Yeah, that's fast.
So you can just pour yourself a little half-cup shot, or however much you like, and drink it. All right, so Deb, once you drink your kefir, you're going to get down to a point where you have maybe, quarter cup, an inch or so left in the bottom. When you're ready to make your next batch, all you do is open 2 coconuts, add the water in, and set it out at room temp.
Oh, it's like sourdough starters when I was a kid, and people would pass those to other families, and they'd use the same. Okay.
Now, Donna Gates says you can do that up to 7 times before you require starting with a fresh starter. We've done it more, and it's still viable. Just know you're perfectly, safe doing it 7 times. After that, kind of feel it out.
How much do you recommend for someone to drink a day?
I recommend starting with a quarter to a half cup in the morning. This coconut kefir is best done first thing in the morning on an empty stomach.
I thought that.
And also, there's some really fun little things you can do with coconut kefir. If you happen to have a meal where you have eaten a little too much and you're feeling a little bloated, have about a quarter cup of coconut kefir, and it will help you digest.
Oh, great.
So that'll help. Deb, your kefir is ready. I'm just going to show you. It went cloudy, and that's what happens. I also the consistency. It's thick. It's almost like a syrup.
It's syrupy.
Kind of see how it coats the side of the glass a little bit. And so, first of all, congratulations. This is a stellar batch.
I got A+, gold stars.
So I'd love to hear your experience of your first day of having your kefir.
So it was ready yesterday, and I opened it with trepidation because of my experience of having other coconut kefirs. They're really zingy, and you have to kind of just gear up for it. I was all geared up for it. I opened it up, and I poured a glass, and I thought, uh-oh, I did it wrong because it tastes too good. It's sweet. It's sweet, and it is a little syrupy, like almost like you're drinking a little something that definitely shouldn't be good for you. So I was surprised by that. I thought, oh, I almost called you and said maybe I didn't leave it in there long enough. Maybe I put it in the fridge too soon. Did it not culture properly? So
I've had many batches of kefir, and this is perfect.
So we're here to tell you that coconut kefir tastes good.
Yes.
Right.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do we get to do?
Okay, next up on Crystal's Corner, we do a green smoothie, and meaning it actually has greens in it. The one we did today was green in color.
Right, it was. That's right. But it was,
And we're going to do steamed lentils. So we'll take the lentils you sprouted. We're going to lightly steam them and make a yummy sauce.
Great.
That even your family will love.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, that's next.